Hello, 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 my lovely friends. Thank you for joining me here on a journey in light. This pick a card is one of our fun little pick a cards, like what can you expect to go on in the week ahead. So we have a mix of tarot cards and oracle cards, and yeah, so we can dive right in. So we have 3 piles today. We have pile 1, which is the Eye of Shiva, which is a fossilized shell. We have pile 2, which is just this other little shell from the beach, and pile 3 is a sand dollar. So I figured I'd make it a little beachy today in our theme, because a lot of people probably are dreaming of going on vacation somewhere. So take a moment, look over the 3 piles, go with whichever pile you're drawn to the most. If you're drawn to more than one, you could have messages in more than one pile. And yeah, and the timestamps will be in the description box below. Sometimes people use those to decide just by the number. Something about the numbers will help them decide what they want to pick. Yeah. So again, we have pile 1, pile 2, pile 3, and pause the video if you need to, and I will see you at your pile. Thanks, guys. Hello, my lovely friends. For pile 1, you guys picked this Eye of Shiva, which is a fossilized shell. It's kind of in a little heart shape. It's pretty darn cool. We are going over what can you expect to happen in the week ahead. So this is timeless, so whenever you're finding this, it doesn't matter when I recorded it, whatever you're drawn to, and you can even come back, and sometimes you're drawn to different piles, so it's different things that can go on with you, which is kind of neat. So yep, we're just going to kind of see what you can expect in your week ahead. And I want to pull some the tarot first. So we have the Celtic Owl, which is the Hanged Man. And we have the King of Swords, or the King of Scrolls in this deck, which is the Poet. So the big message I'm hearing, the Hangman is all about a pause, but it's a pause, a needed pause to flip your perspective on something. And what I'm hearing is you're going to read something that's going to help you flip your perspective on a situation, on life, something you've been dealing with, something that you're wanting to have clarity, have more wisdom about. I think that you're going to find that either in some sort of like writing, or you're going to come across, I don't know, an old letter or something. There's some sort of information that you're going to get that's going to really help you flip your perspective, or it's going to help you finally have, because again, we have the owl here. So I read intuitively and classically. So intuitively, I'm going to read with what is on this card, which is this owl, which is, you know, represents wisdom. So and seeing, like the owls are like the great observers. So you're going to be seeing something differently because of something you read, and it's going to be a good shift. I think it's going to happen quickly with this hare, or this rabbit here. Potentially for some of you guys, you could decide to write something. I don't know, I think it's very like important that this guy's called the Poet in this deck as well. So yeah, but overall, typically, like for Hangman is about having a pause, and the King of Swords is about just being very logical and clear-minded. So I think you guys are going to have a flip of perspective and be very clear on how you see something that in the next week. Like, I think there's going to be a shift in how you view something. We have heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. So I think in the next week you're going to have a heart-to-heart conversation with someone. Maybe it's because of this switch perspective, or potentially someone, I don't know, for some of you, someone's going to get a letter and it's going to help them understand something from someone else's point of view. A letter or a text or an email, something like that. I know we don't really write letters anymore, but I feel like there's just going to be someone's going to be opening their heart to you via writing, and it's going to help you see things differently. Okay, so let's see what else we have. We have choose friends wisely. So even though this kind of sounds like a warning, which for some of you it could be, but it's just like, make sure, I'm hearing, just make sure you keep positive people in your life. Like if you've been feeling down and negative, like start looking at, like, even if it's just like who you follow on social media, be a little more wise about what you're bringing into your life, what you're consuming when it comes from your friends? Does that really give you good feelings, or does it give you bad feelings? So in the next week, I think you're going to really be cautious about what energy you're allowing in your life. Patience. So again, and the Hangman has a lot about being pause and patience. So this week might call for just some really big patience, and it might be with somebody and seeing things from their perspective. But overall, you know, I know that we've all been kind of at this state of pause anyways lately, but you're just being asked to have more patience this week. Just to remember that it'll all work out in the time that it's supposed to, and just be a little more patient. And there's a quote that's popping into my head, and it's like, panic, like you can panic because you don't have control, or you can relax because it's not in your control. So basically you can freak out about something that's not in your control because you don't have control over it, or you can just relax because it's not in your control anyway. So it's like a level of just being relaxed, letting things turn out how they're supposed to, and just kind of observing things. Again, I'm just getting this big, strong sense of you're being urged to just observe things, be logical about things. We have the never-ending story. I'm getting drawn back to this, like, writing again. Like, you might feel like this is just never ending, and maybe you're just going to have a continuation of a story, maybe something you put down in the past, and it's going to be coming back. Yeah, this little, like, we have a, we also have it's funny because we have the clock here, we have a, why can't I think of the name? The sand thing, the time thing. Oh my gosh, my brain is blocking me. Anyways, but, you know, just to remind you just to be patient with this story that's going on. Try not to get frustrated. She has a mirror here, so it's like I'm almost also being reminded people to check out what triggers you. Why can't I think of the name of this? You guys are going to be writing it all over my comments because I cannot think of what this thing is called. Holy cow. And I was talking to someone about this morning and I cannot remember. Anyways, but to tell time, right? So timing is going to be really strong for you guys this week, and just having a little of like letting things unfold as they need to. All right, and then we have the last card, you guys, for this week for pile 1. You guys have grateful. So I'm like reminded you to like, I'm being guided to remind you guys to slow down this week and like look for butterflies, look for things that make you smile, look for reasons to be grateful, like have gratitude for the wonderful things in your life. And I think you'll have a shift in that perspective as well. Gosh, that's going to drive me crazy. Why can't I think of what that's called? Goodness. Anyways, so, all right. So pile 1, overall, I think this is just going to be a really big week of reflection, and a sense of calm, but you might finally get to find out like what has been on someone's heart this week. And I'm hearing like it might be a surprise for some of you, and it might be from like, you know, you might be having a heart-to-heart with a friend. It might not be just romantically. It could be like, you know, from your friends here. So, all right, guys, I don't think any other messages are coming through for this week. I hope this helps. Hope it gives you a little insight to what you can expect in your week ahead. And as always, I appreciate you guys being here with me. And you guys are the best viewers ever. Thank you so much. Hello, my lovely friends for pile 2. You guys picked this just little shell from the beach. I figured we'd do a beachy theme just because everybody wants to go on vacation, and I luckily get to live where people vacation. So, all right, we're gonna start with tarot cards. What can you guys expect to go on in the week ahead? Ooh, okay. Warning, this card does not mean anyone's going to die. I have to say that ahead of time. Anyone who watches this knows if the death card gets pulled, it's not a bad card, it's a good card. There's just a social stigma about the darn death card. Okay, it's a very good card. So death just means that you will have a cycle ending this week to be reborn to something new coming in. So that's a lot about like understanding something that needs to end for your greater good is going to be ending this week. We have the Knight of Stones, which is the Knight of Pentacles. And it's funny, the Illusionist is here. Like, I'm hearing that you might finally be like letting go of a disillusionment that you had, and you're going to be finding inner peace because that's something that's been like not serving you. And for some reason, even though this is the Knight of Pentacles, something just, again, this card's labeled the Illusionist, like something you haven't been seeing clearly, you're finally going to be able to let that non-serving idea go. I'm hearing limiting beliefs, and you're going to find some peace in letting go. Whatever the cycle that needs to end, and I feel like you guys know what that is, it's going to bring you great peace, great sense of just calming and peace. And we have this white dove, which represents peace. And this might be something like we have like a ram or a bull or something on here, so it might be something you've been stubborn about too, like not wanting to change. Maybe something, she also has this yarn, so something you've been tied up in, and I'm hearing like just because you spent so long making a mistake doesn't mean you have to hold on to it. I'm not saying that quote exactly right, but it's like, don't keep investing in a mistake because you spent so much time making it. If it's something you know that you need to let go of, it's time to let it go this week. And you're going to find great peace in letting go. We have getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. So for some of you guys, and I'm feeling like this is kind of a romantic connection, you're going to be getting to know someone better this week. I think you're going to, like, if you let your walls down a little bit, if you let your limiting beliefs about something go, you might get to know someone a little bit better, and it's going to really enhance your life. We have wake up call. So I kind of feel like this goes with, like, you guys know what it is. It's not serving you anymore that you need to let go of this week. And it's time to, like, wake up. This also can be, like, about waking up to your calling. So you might, like, when you drop this, you might figure out what brings you peace. What is your calling? You're supposed to just wake up this week. So something's going to cause you to wake up. There's either, who knows, you might get an early morning call, but I think there's just something's going to click with you guys this week. It's going to help you wake up and see things, and you're going to have so much more peace because of it. We have the door to value, which sometimes this means like prosperity and abundance can come in. This also means like seeing your own value. So if maybe you're holding on to a belief that you aren't good enough, maybe it's time to let that die and really open up and wake up to the value that you are, and realize that you deserve for people to know you, and for you to know other people as well. We have regeneration, which is very similar to death. It's like you need to you're just like the trees let, their leaves go every winter, but then they regenerate every spring. It's like you need to let the things that need to go, so you can regenerate, become this beautiful version of yourself that you've been holding your back. I'm feeling that you guys have been holding yourselves back for way too long. It's a wake-up call. It's time to see your value and really just embrace this beauty and something that's unfolding in your life. And this week I think is going to be a pivotal change for that. It's really beautiful, guys. This is really awesome. Really loving this. Okay, and then the last one we have control. So what I'm hearing is just a reminder to let go of how you think something is supposed to play out. We also have, we have the birds in this. Go with the flow is what I'm hearing. Let go of your control. Like, let the wings of the universe take you. I know that sounds kind of silly, but there's just a level of just like letting the things that are holding you down go so you can fly as you're supposed to this week. Let me see if any other messages come through, guys. Like, you're this beautiful, colorful soul, and you're not living up to your potential, and it's time to let things go that are holding you back. Like, again, I feel like they're like limiting beliefs or something about what you deserve and your value. And this week is going to be very pivotal. Sorry, I'm touching these every 5 seconds. I think it's just time to let old things die and step into this rebirth that you are this week. So guys, that's what I feel like is going to go on for you guys. It's going to be just a big shift of week and really stepping into yourself this week. So thank you guys always for being here. I appreciate you guys so much. I'm so honored to have the best viewers ever. Thank you, and I look forward to seeing you guys in a future reading. Hello, my lovely friends for pile 3. You guys picked the sand dollar. Very beachy theme. I know everybody wants to go on vacations right now, so I live where people vacation, so I figured I might bring out some beachy stuff for you guys. So we are going over what you can expect in the week ahead, what can, things you can expect to happen, some shifts, some things like that. So we'll start with our tarot cards. We have the Knight of Scrolls, which is the Knight of Swords. The Visionary is what it's called in this deck. And then we have the Ten of Spirals. So I'm hearing, you guys still may be carrying like a lot of burdens, a lot of things on your shoulder this week. But 10 is a completion, so I think that some things are finally going to be panning out, and you're going to be able to release some of these burdens this week. I'm hearing like you're going to have a new vision on how you want the rest of your life to look and how you can let go of some of these extra things you've been carrying around for way too long this week. All right, let's see. We have love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. So I feel like you're going to let go of things that don't serve you. This is kind of similar to pile 2. You're just going to be having, like, it's time to let some stuff go that's weighing you down, and make sure you love yourself this week, guys. Like, you really need to be doing some self-care, some self-love. I'm hearing speak your truth. Like, this guy is wearing this blue outfit, which is the color of your throat chakra, which is a lot about, speaking truth, being honest with who you are. If you're caring too much because you're doing it for everybody else, but you're weighing yourself down, maybe it's this week is the week to really put yourself first, drop some of these extra burdens that you don't need to be carrying anymore, and really just step into your truth and what you need to do. Okay, we have, address your addictions. Again, if you've been carrying around things that aren't serving you, and addictions can be lots of things. Addictions aren't just like drugs and alcohol. Addictions can be like addicting to codependent behaviors, addicting to be a people pleaser. Like, I feel like a lot of you guys are a people pleaser in this group, and it's time to maybe start shifting that and really seeing yourself and the value in yourself. And again, I'm really feeling like it's like a people-pleasing addiction. Like, you have this desire to please other people, and it makes you feel good, but is it really serving you? Is what I'm being asked to say. So, all right, we have the 6th chakra, Archangel Metatron. So the 6th chakra, and it's kind of funny that we have the Visionary here, is all about your third eye and seeing things clearly and getting in touch with the divine. And this card is also very purple, which is the color of the divine. So I'm being told that some of you guys, if you don't meditate, start looking into meditating this week, and maybe that will help you address your addictions. Maybe, do a guided meditation on self-love and how to, fill your own cup and not have to do all these things and have that. I'm hearing some of you guys need reassurances from outside people. You feel like you love doing things for other people, which isn't wrong, but if you're doing it to your own detriment, then it is, and you need to address that. So just really start getting clearer about what the vision you have for your life, what you want in your life, what is good for you this week. So I feel like you're just going to be having some really you're really going to be connecting with yourself this week and really figuring out what serves you and what doesn't. And again, addictions can be lots of things. So, it's a general reading, but I feel like a lot of you guys are people pleasers, and maybe it's time to, again, nothing wrong with wanting to do things for other people. Just make sure you're not putting yourself out to do other things for other people. We have to be fair, and what I'm hearing is you need to be fair to yourself. Yeah, I feel like that very strongly. I feel like this is a very caring group of people that are watching right now, and you're maybe not always fair to yourself. You need to find the balance. Let me look at this card. What does this say? It's on this fortune cookie. It says nope. It's I feel like you guys need to learn to be fair and say no sometimes. It's okay to say no. You don't have to be everything to everybody. And you know all this. You have this wisdom sitting on top of your head. So it's time to say no to the things that don't serve you this week. Whatever that addiction looks like, it's time to say no and to love yourself first. Let go of some of these burdens that are weighing you down, guys. it's really just, it's a week of just self-discovery and realization of what you deserve and what you need in your life. And then we have unconditional love. So a lot of times people like people please because you love other people, or you do things for other people because you do love them, but you also have to have unconditional love for yourself, and make sure you're not like, again, like being people pleasing is actually like, it's kind of a level of a codependent nature. And I'm sorry I'm going down the rabbit hole of this. I just feel like someone needs to hear this message. Like, it's okay. Like, you can still be loved just for who you are. You don't always have to do everything for everyone. And you're still worth love, and you're a lovable person. So sorry this has been a really weird what to expect in a week ahead. Normally they feel a little more fortune telling, but these all three have been very like shifts in perspective for people. So hopefully this helps. Hopefully this helps you know, even if it maybe you know all this, but it's a kick in the butt that this is what you need to start doing this week, then here you go. So as always, thank you guys so much for being here. I really appreciate all your love and support, and it means the world to me, and I'm so honored to have anyone spend any time watching my videos. It means the world. So thank you so much, and have a lovely day.